Why does the narcissist react to you in the manner in which they do? I want us to look at a few reasons today. Welcome to Narcissism Denied. Please subscribe on your way in. Recommend this channel to other feeds for me and help me reach out towards the undeserving victims and the survivors of narcissistic abuse. Welcome to the channel. First reason that narcissists respond or react to you in the way that they do is because you walk in your authenticity. It's because you're too authentic. Did you know that it's scientifically possible to measure the frequencies of energies? All these things are energies. Love, hate, hopelessness, bitterness, faith, peace, joy, kindness. All these virtues and vices are frequencies on a spectrum. They could be scientifically measured. The highest frequency that's ever been measured is the frequency of authenticity. Love actually comes in second. Love comes in second. Authenticity, walking in truth, which is the main characteristic of any super empath, is the highest frequency ever recorded, ever known to man. That's why when you walk into a room, you can feel the eyes on you. You can feel the reactions. People go silent. They can feel. It's an energy that can be felt and it can be deduced, scientifically speaking. Now, if you're walking in authenticity, you're not really going to be any narcissist's cup of tea. Understand me? When they look at you, they'll assume to themselves that you're just tooting your own horn. You're just full of yourself because they are so fake. And the fakeness that they display is how they've been able to navigate throughout their lives. Genuineness, authenticity is an alien thing to them. And the moment they see someone who is authentic, they feel it also from the energetic frequency. They can't believe it and they can't stand it. They have to be the best in the room. And the fact that you're authentic to them means that you are actually better than them. In their minds, it's just a display of someone who's better than me standing right in front of me. Because that person didn't have to lose themselves in order to get to where they have gotten to. They didn't have to lose their essence in order to make it. That is a disturbing thing to a narcissist. They just wish that probably you're a hypocrite because they can't believe genuineness, authenticity, walking in truth has actually worked. Second reason, just because you're walking in authenticity, so will your speech reflect truth. You'll be a truth teller. Narcissists have also been called the people of the lie. I can't remember which psychologist that phrase is actually attributed to, but it's a common character, really. All narcissists lie. It's just who they are. It's what they are. And it is well known and documented and experienced by anyone who's come into contact with them. So, when you come and you demonstrate by your own knife that you are a speaker of truth, that immediately puts you at odds with them. because the truth, cannot cohabit with lies. The truth is intolerant to lies. They cannot dwell together. It's like light and darkness. When light comes into the room, it must dispel darkness. They can't have a mutual union. They can't dwell together in peace and unity. Because of your truth-telling nature and the spirit that that is the fervor that pushes you forward through life, that puts you against them. It makes you an automatic enemy to them. And they know that the truth will take no prisoners. If you're a truth speaker, they know soon and very soon they're going to be exposed, because your truth will not in any way compromise. It's not a personal issue. It's not that you hate them. It's not that there's anything they can do, because they know this is not personal. It's not that you have a personal issue with them. It's just that your nature as a truth teller, because you walk in truth, will expose them inevitably. They have to contend with it. That reason is because you reflect to them what they really are. You get me? You walk in the truth, you're a truth teller, and despite their lies, you actually reflect to them who you are. An empath is like a mirror. You get me? A super empath is like a mirror. It's like where they would prefer a painting, they see a reflection instead. So they've managed to walk around the world painting pictures of themselves, creating impressions. They are masters of creating impressions. They know full well it's all about the perception they are able to create in others. That is how they've survived throughout life. And so for the first time they come across this person who uh, the painting does not deceive them. The person just reflects. The person doesn't. The person doesn't believe the lie. The person doesn't buy into the picture that the painting is offering. The painting being the narcissist. All right. And so they come across this super empath who is a mirror, and when the reflection in the mirror doesn't flatter them, they try to have that mirror shattered. We're talking about why they react to you the way they do. So you come and you see these guys trying to take you down, trying to destroy you, going out of their way to make your life miserable. And if possible, if they cannot destroy you or get you away from that vicinity, then they'll actually go to the point of having you killed, whether directly or indirectly. So it's a serious matter. They will respond disproportionately to your presence because it hurts them. They've been building this house of cards for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden, you come and before them, they see a reflection of who they really are. The things they say to you, you deflect back. You don't receive them. The insults, you do not imbibe. Um, the impression, the lies, the questions, the gaslighting, they cannot lie to you. They cannot trick you, at least not for long. And when you reflect to them those things back because you do not receive them, that's what happens to them. When you don't receive what they have thrown at you, it bounces back to them and it becomes as a reflection. Do you understand how this thing works? How you are a mirror in the narcissist's life? It's because when they try to gaslight you, whether using words, whether using actions and everything, you do not take it in. You dispel it off. You deflect it. Therefore, they see themselves for who they are. And the thing with narcissists is that when instead of removing the smudge from their face or from their white suit, when they see the reflection in the mirror, What they do is they decide to actually destroy the mirror, thinking that the mirror is a painting instead of a reflection. They think that it is showing them what it is rather than showing the narcissist what they really are. Do you understand? Another reason they respond to you the way they do is because of all these reasons we've mentioned. It is impossible to tame an empath or a super empath. It's just an impossible feat. They've tried it. They've tried to limit you. They've tried to make you uh, self-sabotage. They've tried to convert you. Uh, they've tried to make you into an image of their own likeness or into an image of what they think that you should be. They've tried to cause their worldview to be the dominant worldview, even in your own mind. But the problem is you don't cater to this. This is a problem. You're impossible to tame. You're supposed to be a pet to them. You get me? Supposed to be a slave, but you're so uncooperative, and that is simply unacceptable because that the fact that you're that independent, because that is what is actually being demonstrated by you having your own self agency and having the ability and the power to advocate for yourself, um, knowing yourself, meaning you cannot be made into an image of what another person thinks that you should be for their own service, for their own personal gain at your expense, by the way. All these things, all these things equate to you being a figure that is simply impossible to imprison. You're, you're just an impossible person to tame. Because you understand, the super empath is a leader. The super empath is usually introduced into a system as the trend setter, as the pace setter, not as a follower. They've been sent by God to change things and to alter realities, especially in these deceptive settings that narcissists usually thrive in. But when you come into the picture, you're not possible to be tamed. You can't be converted. And that will cause them to respond to you in the manner in which they do. If you can't be tamed, it means you're threatening their control. And narcissists thrive on control. They have a God complex. They have to be the rulers. They have to be the influencers. And if you cannot be tamed, it just simply means to them that they are not in the state of control that they think they are in. That to them is a challenge, which they have to make you pay for. Whether they will use flying monkeys, whether they'll use the systems put in place, it's simply unacceptable to them that you should come into a system where they are dominant and remain independent. That is an insult to a narcissist. That's why they respond to you in the way that they do. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. Going forward, I'm welcoming donations. Therefore, feel free to follow the links that I'll be updating slowly by slowly on every video. Yeah, find me on my PayPal. If you're a Kenyan, use the M-Pesa. It actually costs money to make these kinds of videos. Don't think it's free. So if you could support me, I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's just a heads up to let you know that there's growth happening in the channel, and I'll appreciate if you're part of the process of the growth of this channel. Till next time, this was Narcissism Denied. Good one.